The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On first down, it's Watson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
57. Mike 57. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Joker, 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 Joker. Slip.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Check. Lucky. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Two.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get a stop here. Two. 55. Bravo. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike. I got you. 65.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. 180. Watch the slip. 21. Hey, turn it up.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Check. Watch it before. Watch one. Motion.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 Mike. You got nothing to work. Get the boy down, he's coming. Check. Fresno. Come down.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
There we go, D.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
3 down. 57 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 54. 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Hey, we got to snap it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
57's right. Big stop, G. That's it. Let's go. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the slant. Shoot! To the car!
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
at the 19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
21. Push him back. Smooth.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Dunn. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, Carter. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Miller. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Anger is on the punt, and he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 9-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. 180.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
21. Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift, shift.
He's going to have the first down past the 20, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
21. 50.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Play action, Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You can't line him up.
They keep it with with Miller on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Alert! Alert!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Reset! Check, walk it. 31! Right there. Hustle. 54 Mike. Check. 24! Check. 24! Check.
On second down, here's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mike 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got Fuller. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, 24. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I got all.
Watson just beating the play clock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
56. 55. Check 56. I got 51. Match box. Right. Watch twist. 24. Hey, 59. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 24 is down. He's coming.
Now Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56, Mike, 56. Here we go. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, I'm coming. 54. Check, check, check. Check. Hey, alert 3. Hey, 24.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Deep forward. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
57. Mike, 57.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. But it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Bring it. Bring it. Mike's 57. 57's right.
To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
57. Let's go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watson. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, gun. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
11.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. It's caught by Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
41 Mike.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 6 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Safety creek. He's checking. He's let's go. Come on. 59. 56. Mike, that's it. I don't think you got it, son. Mike, 56. Another time now.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look.
He's got it at the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But